Welcome. In front of me is a POCO M7, and today I will show you how you can hard reset this device through recovery mode. So, before we get started, I do want to quickly mention several different things. So, number one, you can do this kind of reset in order to get rid of a screen lock if you have one set that you just don't know. Now, by doing so, you will also lose your data, as if you can't unlock your device, you can't really back it up. But if you can unlock it, you can back up your device, which would be another important thing, which you can do, which I'm going to go a little bit more in depth after a moment, but I do want to mention one more thing. If you're going to be doing this reset in order to get rid of a screen lock, if this device right now before the reset has a Google account signed in and a screen lock of any sorts, and you do this reset, the device becomes FRP locked. And what that means is when the reset is finished, the phone, while you're going through the setup process, will force you to, number one, connect to Wi-Fi network. And then once you do, it's going to force you to verify the previous kind of biometrics that were here, or either the Google account or the screen lock. And if you can't do one of those, you won't be able to finish up the setup. So you need to just provide at least one. That's all you need to do. But if you can't, you're kind of stuck in the setup stage and you can never finish up the setup. Now, truth be told, usually those like GSM stores that sell used devices, they tend to offer services of like unlocking the device and removing this protection for some kind of small fee. Previously, this could have been done at home for free without any kind of tools, but Google did kind of patch up all the vulnerabilities, so I no longer know any kind of methods of doing this at home without anything, just, with maybe just a computer like I used to do. So, pointing that out. Now, for backing up your device, you would just go into your settings, and from here you would navigate to About Phone and Backup and Restore. And here we have several different ways of backing up our device. So we have one from Google and one from Xiaomi as a cloud. I don't recommend either one of those. Google and Xiaomi, I think, will work about the same in terms of backing up your device. Xiaomi might be a little bit better with backing up your apps, but I have never tested it out, so I can't really vouch for it. But Google, on the other hand side, is absolutely awful. So just to give you a heads up, Google will be the most kind of easy to do and the most versatile because you can restore this data on any other device just by signing into your Google account. But it's limited in what it actually uploads or backs up. So for instance, it will back up, no problem, things like your messages, call logs, contacts, photos, only up to 15 gigabytes, as that's the cloud storage for your Google Photos, right? So anything above that, that gets left behind and you can do it yourself. Applications, it doesn't actually back them up. It just gives the backup a cliff note, like a little post-it that it needs to download these applications that were on this device when you were backing it up. It needs to re-download them from Play Store. Now, if an application is outside of Play Store, Google's approach is not our circus, not our monkeys. And furthermore, even if it is their circus and their monkeys, if a developer of an application or Google themselves decided to remove this application from Play Store, well, that's a nice backup you had, but this application is lost to you, even though it's physically was on the device, which you created the backup of. But if the application is gone from Play Store, it no longer has any place to pull that application from. So, like I said, it's a very stupid backup system. Now, the two options that are great right here will be the mobile device and computer. They're both using Xiaomi's proprietary software that, for backup or migration. But they're both going to be absolutely fantastic in terms of that. So if you're backing up this device because resetting it because you maybe got a new one, then by all means use this. The application or the process that is going to be used, for instance, this is going to be using the MiMover application, I believe, at least. Not really mentioning. Or not. Copy backup to your computer to avoid losing or just creates a file, I think, on your device. Okay, so this is a little bit different. So you can do it either this way or the computer. Both of them will basically create a backup. Now, I have never tested these out myself, so I don't know if they won't be limiting you to Xiaomi devices themselves, right, to restore this data. So something that I would recommend checking out, you would obviously, the fastest way to do this would be to, for instance, go into things like one of these, deselect every single application and select just one. There we go. So it's going to be an absolutely tiny little backup, very fast one. And then, I don't know, grab another phone that isn't Xiaomi and see if you can restore it. And that would answer your question here. But alternatively, the option that I would probably recommend most, which is a little bit less, will be the best one if you're switching from this device to a new one, would be to use the MiMover. Now, this one will apply if your new device is going to be Xiaomi. And you can also use this kind of, this method, let's call it this way, to create a backup, like a long-term one, to your old device. So if you have like an old device that's just lying around, you can migrate all the data to that old device and just have it laying around, keeping that data and just waiting till you need it, right? So kind of like a backup, but stored on a phone that is accessible to you at any point without needing to restore it. So that would be the better option. And obviously, if you're moving to a new device, then I highly recommend using the either MiMover if you're using Xiaomi. If you're not using Xiaomi and your new device is some other brand, find what that brand's application is. Most companies, at least the more well-known ones, have their own app. As an example, Samsung that I have right here uses Smart Switch. Things like Oppo, Realme, Vivo, and OnePlus, all four, as they are one big parent company, all use the same app called Clone Phone. Huawei's, on the other hand side, use Phone Clone, the other way around. And obviously, Xiaomi's here use MiMover. So these are some of the options that you can utilize to do this. And you will need to download the application on your old device of the new devices, right? So if, for instance, like your new device, like I said, is Samsung, you download the Smart Switch on this phone, open that up instead of the MiMover, and it would look about the same. You just select that this is an old device, connect them, and off you go, copying over all your data. So this one will be the best kind of option, the fastest one, and the most reliable, along with giving you the most options and what you will be backing up. So that's why I recommend it. Now, with all that long-winded explanation, let's move on to actually resetting the device. So I'm going to start off with this from the lock screen, as though I don't know my pattern, which I do have one set. So first thing we're going to do is hold power button, volume up, which brings up boot options, and here just swipe up to turn off your device. Give it a moment, and then you want to hold power down, power and volume up. In a moment, you should see the POCO logo. When you do, let go of the power button, but keep holding volume up. And this will take us to the recovery mode. Once you have this visible, you can let go of the volume up. And next, to navigate in this menu, we will need to use volume buttons. So volume up will go up and volume down will navigate down. With that in mind, let's select wipe data, which is the second option, and then confirm it using the power button. And again, select wipe all data and select confirm. This only gets, like, I believe 5 or 7%, something along those lines. Okay, maybe a little bit more. I know for a fact that it doesn't get to 100. There we go. As you can see, I think it got to like 12%, and it's now finished. So we're going to click on confirm the back to main menu. Now we're going to press power button to confirm the reboot to system. This will now reboot the device, continue resetting it in the background, which will take it about 2 minutes or so to finish up. And when it's finished, we will be presented with the Android setup screen. So I'll be back once that is visible for me. And as you can see, the process is now finished and you can set up your device however you like. Now, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.